magic is strong. They tremble before our power. We have untold magical power. Enemy missile fire! Wondrous slaughter!
It's a brutal era of endless war, and Prince Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen, will fight to defend the fabled elven homeland of Ulthuan from the endless attacks of the never-ending forces of evil.
Hey guys, welcome back to the SFO Tyrion campaign. I'm going to give everybody a quick look here at our SFO settings, just so everybody's on the same sheet of music here. So we are slowing down the overall pace, trying to keep this campaign competitive for as long as possible. I'm hoping to get at least 100 good competitive turns out of this campaign, maybe more. I mean, so far it's going pretty well. We're 51 turns in. As you can see, we've made some progress here in Ulthuan. Thematically, we are playing this campaign, of course, being the good guys, trying to unite all of the elves through diplomatic means, and not using conquest to unite Ulthuan, except, of course, for where the forces of chaos have been attacking and taking over settlements. So it's gone pretty well so far in terms of our participation in the wars here against chaos. It unfortunately has really only gone well with respect to us. And not at all with any of the other High Elf factions, because they seem to have chosen the attitude of, let's just not do any fighting. Let's just let Tyrion do all the fighting for us. So as you can see, they've got all these armies down here in areas that are not under any threat whatsoever. Meanwhile, we've been fighting various factions. Currently, right now, we're locked in a struggle here with Morathi. We've won several major victories here against Morathi, but we still have our work cut out for us. She started out way more powerful than we were. We've won, gosh, I don't know, 2 or 3 battles, knocked out a couple of her armies, including her herself. But yeah, there's still quite a lot of power over here to worry about. We've taken some casualties, but we're currently running this Invocation of Asuryan here, which is... Actually, no, that's not the right one, Michael. Oh, maybe... Have we run out of the... Okay. I take it back. I feel like... I thought that there was something that we were doing that was giving us a boost to our casualty replenishment. Sure looks like we sure are. We still are. But... Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of casualty replenishment here from this, but that's because I think of our hero that we have in there. Okay, I don't exactly remember what was giving us the casualty replenishment. I thought it was a right that we had going on, but I could be wrong about that, or in fact, I'm certainly wrong about that. So anyway, so our armies are a little bit beaten up here is kind of what I was getting at, and they're still running around with very basic units, which is a problem because we're going to start running into more and more challenging units from these armies right here. But so far, they have served us well. I think what I'm going to do, this episode's going to start out with an end turn. We're going to have to react to circumstances as they present themselves. But I think next turn I'm likely to give Avalorn here this Tordranil because it's terrible climate. I don't really want to have to build it up myself, particularly because I don't want to have to defend it because I'm too busy having to do all the other defending for all of the High Elves. So, yeah, I need this army to be back down here. I'm kind of also hoping that if we give it to Avalorn, they will be at least motivated enough to send some strength up here to help defend it. So, I don't know. We'll cross our fingers and see what happens here. But like I said, I think that's the basic overview. I'm still worried about Count Noctilus down here. They're slowly building back up again, sailing around off the south. And once again, both in the south and in the west, we're the ones who are likely to have to do any fighting if it comes down to it. So we've already fought them in 2 different wars and forced them to peace 2 different times. I just can't spare the army to come down here and try to take out the Galleon's graveyard. So that is going to continue to be a thorn in our side, I'm afraid, for a very long time. All right, enough talking, Michael. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me just double check. We have a hero down here, I think Exarion the Noble, yeah, down here, trying to discover more factions, but in particular, he wants to get down there to hook up with Tyrion's brother, Teclis, and get him on our diplomatic agenda. All right, I think then, with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. I've got all of my objectives. We're working on them. Don't think I need to check any more diplomacy. I'm pretty sure we did that last episode, so let's go ahead and hop in here. Got Supervisor, that's always a worthwhile trait. Oh my lord, will wonders never cease. Malariel's actually... Okay, now I don't want to fall for this again. She's done this several times where she's moved an army towards the enemy. And like, yeah, this one right here. I don't have any idea what she's doing with this army because there's absolutely no... Ooh, she's moving them into water. Okay, I take it back. That could actually be productive. This is almost looking like this new episode is starting off on the right foot. Maybe not with Ivris, but it is at least with Alariel. However, we've seen this happen before, where they move towards the enemy for one turn, and then the following turn they just turn around and go straight back to where they started from. So, I don't know. I'm not going to get my hopes up until I actually see them engaging an enemy. Alright, here we go. Marathi, of course, has a hero over here. Perform damage walls, that's fine. Can live with that. What are these armies going to do? That's the big question. That one's pretty weak. That's a Black Arc. This one's quite strong. Got to be very careful about this one. Okay. Alright, that's not too scary just yet, at least not until I see what's in those armies. Okay, here's Count Noctilus. Yep, coming towards me. Gonna have to worry about him again. Okay, all right. We can deal with this. We got, like I said, the Supervisor trait, an unusual location here at Tor Sothai. Okay, let's see what we got here.
You must restore order.
We have, Witch Hunter Outpost, +2 control, missile strength when fighting against undead or demonic factions. Probably, all region owner armies, okay. Well, when we're fighting against the demons, that will help. And then -4 corruption in local region. Well, there's certainly nothing bad about it, so we'll keep it, but it's not going to be particularly useful for us, unfortunately. Alright, so Alistar now is almost replenished. First things first, let's see if we can give Tordranil to Avalorn.
Mistress of the Undone.
She's stronger than we are, so we really need her armies to start getting involved. Join, nope, don't join war. Trade settlement. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not giving her Angerial. Oh, she doesn't have... Okay, she doesn't have a border with this. Alright, well, anyway, I'm not going to defend it, and I'm not going to build it up. I am just going to leave it for the time being. I'm going to move you in
Do not tarry.
march stance down this way. I don't think you're in any danger of being attacked. I doubt if they can reach you over here, so...
Toward power.
Let's get you down here. Okay, at least you're getting a little bit of replenishment right here.
Infused by Hoet's wisdom.
This is probably going to rebel if we let it, which I probably will. That's not great, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so Whitepeak right now is looking vulnerable. They do have that size 12 garrison, which is not weak. Avathir, only a size 8 garrison. And I don't have any armies down this way to deal with Count Noctilus.
The crew are restless.
But Lothern obviously can take care of itself. I'm not too worried that they would attack that. I am, however, a little bit more concerned that they might try to take one of these others. Okay. Let's take a look here. Relative faction strength-wise, we're at 71, which is, you know, very mid. We are very mid, as much as I hate to say it. We do have the Dreadfleets, not terribly strong, and they are at war with everybody. So there's a chance that Ivris, being in the water there, might engage with them. So that could be good. Let's ignore them for the time being. We'll deal with them if they do declare war on us, or if they at least are threatening one of our cities. Then we are back to Marathi, who is, yeah, still significantly stronger than we are. And let's take a look then also at Slaanesh. Okay, so we've at least got Inkari here a little bit bottled up. She's I shouldn't say she. He, she, it is at war with everybody, all of the elves. So that's good. If I look at the Dreadfleet, oh, you're also at war with Mazdamundi. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to choose to ignore Inkari for the time being and Count Noctilus and just focus on Marathi. Torianrock needs defending. I cannot afford to lose Torianrock. Its walls are not 100%. Its garrison is not at all built up yet. I do need the growth before we can build it up more. That's fine. I'm just going to leave Tyrion here, I believe. Although I could put him in ambush stance and try to draw them up this way. Let's do that. Let's pull him out. He's got pretty good ambush chance. Unfortunately, the terrain here is not real conducive to doing ambushes, but I think it might be worthwhile to try to draw him in. At the very least, let's see if they will do something. Let's see if they'll do something dumb, believing, not realizing that he's here. So let's move him out to here. That looks like as close as we can go. I mean, as close as we can stay to the city. Ooh, 45%. That's awful. Well, he doesn't have a hero right here. Oh, yes, he does. Right there, he does. Ah, da 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 da. All right, we're going to move him a little bit farther away here. This probably won't work, but we're going to try it. He's still getting some replenishment, so that's good. We definitely need to get more Lothern Sea Guard into his army. Whitepeak is vulnerable. I don't want to say they can have it, but if they do attack it, we'll do some damage to them with that garrison, because we are beefing up the garrisons. We're buffing them with the SFO settings. And then if he takes it, he will at least be trapped, and we could hit him with Tyrion's army. The concern would be if he I should say she, if Marathi decides to hit with any particular place, if she hits with like all of her strength combined, that might be a little bit too much for us. But you know, sometimes you got to take risks. Now here, we're going to do the same thing with Alistar. I like that you're getting better replenishment inside the settlement, but I also want to encourage them to be stupid. And so that means trying to ambush. You also are only at 41%, 45%, excuse me. Okay, and you're still getting a little bit more replenishment. This army, again, can't see how strong it is, but I would hope that with the buffs that we're giving to the garrisons, if we use Alistar plus a garrison, we would have a good chance of overpowering that army. That's my hope, anyway. Val's Anvil, you definitely need to be leveling up here. When you get up to level 3, I will build the walls building here, but for now, we're just going to have to live with that size 10 garrison. Hero not moved. Let's go ahead and move Xarian while I'm thinking about it. I think if I keep coming down this way, I don't know how far I'm going to have to go before we bump into Techless, but this is fine.
For a little while.
Just keep going this way. Encounter the Sentinels, okay. Well, at least we're meeting new friends, right? It's going to take a long time. I wouldn't mind having him up in our armies, but he's pretty much committed to finding Techless now. Okay. Other building upgrades available. Eatane. Is this worth doing? 1,700. It's going to increase our income by 50. Ooh, minus 5%. Why are we getting minus 5%? What's the minus 5% from? We don't have... I'm trying to think. We don't have any building... Or do the... Oh, the garrison buildings do it. That's why. That's why. Okay. So this is minus 10% for the entire province. Okay, we got to keep that in mind. We're losing income with the garrison buildings. However... the ones that are potentially vulnerable, which includes all of our ports. All of our ports, I think we want to have garrison buildings. Tower of Lysine, you're not a port, and you look to me like you should be a little bit safer. So I'm going to continue to risk you not having the garrison building. Okay, over here, Val's Anvil, neither of you have any. Over here, right now it is just Whitepeak that does, and he's obviously in a position where he needs it. Avathir, long term, maybe we'll demolish it, but when I can, I think I'm going to build the garrison building there as well. And, okay, that's everything. Alright, all of our armies have moved.
I wield the winds.
I think they're positioned where I want them to be. They're probably going to get pulled right out of ambush stance, but it's worth a try. How are we doing on our heroes? We're at overcapacity, so we can't recruit any more of those. I still have 2,800 left. I think I may keep it as a cushion for now. I like having the 1,400 in income right now.
Your bidding.
I think that's more important than recruiting another unit.
Servant of the king.
Or,
Purest
well, I can't
sorcery.
recruit there. I could recruit with Alistar.
Defender of the Phoenix
But
throne.
I think he's fine. He's got room for another hero if and when we get one. I think 19 is good enough for him. Technology, we're still 15 turns away from getting that done. That's going to take quite some time. All right. I'm a little nervous about another invasion here since I know that her power, her strength is so much higher than ours. But we've been able to hold our own so far. We've got plenty of influence here. I do need to check my diplomacy again. All right, this is a This is just the continuing problem. I'm not going to worry about it. They're not really stopping me from doing anything that I want to do, but just to reiterate, we're not going to go to war with Tyrion, even though they have no military with which to defend themselves, because we've committed to thematically being good guys and trying to, you know, eventually confederate everybody that we can via, you know, diplomacy. Kothik is still not particularly friendly to us yet. And the thing about Tyrion is they continue to be at war with Illyrian, and we are not going to play nice with high elf factions that fight with each other. Now we have started trading with Illyrian, but Tyrion as the weak link right there, they're on their own. I want them to eventually confederate with us, but I don't want to be improving relations, getting pacts with a high elf faction that Illyrian is at war with. Okay, all right. Anyway, so nothing else to do from a non-aggression pact. Trade agreements, nothing to do. No military access. Defensive alliances.
Everqueen.
Protector
Nope.
of
Okay.
Earth One.
We're still quite a ways away from being able to confederate anybody. Okay. It's fine. Let's go ahead and do another intern here. Trying to remember if any of you gave me some important advice that I should be following for this campaign. I apologize if I have seemingly ignored anyone's advice. I do very much appreciate it. I do sometimes record these ahead of time, and then have like multiple days of breaks in between playing episodes, and I sometimes forget the comments that people have made. So I will promise to do better on trying to incorporate those. Meanwhile, Avalorn, if you want to go down there and attack Count Noctilus, that's okay with me. Desperately need some coffee here this evening, so you all don't have to listen to me yawn for the next hour. Everus, okay, this could be a good sign. Stopped short of actually attacking, though. And sure enough, that one is changed his mind about where he's going. That's pretty much been par for the course in this campaign. Okay, yep, he pulled me out of ambush stance. He is going to come down. Okay, he didn't attack Whitepeak. Tried to assault my units, but failed. That's good. This Admiral is not strong enough to attack us, but they are close enough to provide the Black Ark benefits to any of their armies that we end up fighting. This one's 15 units. This one is another 14 units and is coming over this way. If they want to head up there towards Ranil, that's fine. At least we took it from them briefly, but I'm not going to commit to trying to defend it. Okay, Count Noctilus does appear to be running away from us, so at least we don't have to worry about him. He looks to me like he's close enough that that either Ivris or Avalorn could attack him next turn. Oh, we have Be'lakor down here now. I mean, not his armies, but a hero of his. Interesting. Ambush foil, just like we expected. Got some influence, though. We'll take that. Not sure what we got that influence for. Faction encountered, whatever. Alright. Population surplus, that's good. Alright, let's take a save here.
Assyrian smiles upon me.
Okay. The Tor Anrock is now wall strength 100%. Garrison, 11 units.
What is this?
That army right there looks to me like they will probably head up this way. I could potentially
This will fail. No.
send Mantressa back up that way. And if they do occupy it, she might be strong enough
You waste
to
my
defeat
time.
that army. They've got 4 units of Shades, some Black Ark Corsairs, some
would be proud.
Reaper Bolt Throwers, level 6 Lord. Don't know what level that Death Hag is. We literally don't have any heroes, I don't think, down, like, on... Surely
The
we
most
must.
Gifted.
Yes, we do. Okay, let me click on this then. Level 6 hero as well. Okay. All right. So, I could move Tyrion up that way and try to defend Torian Rock with Mantressa.
Master of high
Tyrion
magic.
would have a better chance to wipe out that army for sure. Oh no, Tyrion's going to have to deal with this army. Okay, so this army, 1 Shades,
Light
5 Dark Riders, 2 of them melee, 3 of them missile. The Medusa here, the Reaper Bolt Throwers, level 11 Lord.
Protect
But
the ever-
we've got, this is our strongest army for sure. If I wanted to attack them, I could attack them this turn.
I am
They will,
of an area.
however, retreat.
Dispatch me.
If I put you in regular stance, it's hard to tell. I know you'd be able to move farther than what it's showing me right there, but you probably would not be able. It doesn't look to me like I'm going to be able to get this army pinned in between
Speak.
and having to fight both of these armies, which was my hope, but they haven't quite fallen for that. Do I think they will attack Whitepeak
Corruption.
if I
makes
don't
them
have an army
weak.
down there to defend it?
No.
I think they will. We'll give them a good fight, but ultimately we
gods
will
are with
lose
us.
that. I suppose that's okay. We'll just have to move
Shield
Tyrion
against the
down
darkness.
here. They're on the land. Well, there's no reason not to at least attack him and find out, right? I mean, I don't think that well, I don't know. Maybe that army would even fight us. I don't think so, though. I think with the garrison coming out to help, I think they
Tyrion,
run away from
heir
that.
of an Aryan.
But we may as well find out. And then depending on how
The
far they
Druki
move,
are no threat.
it's possible that we could still use Alistar here to attack them, but I doubt it. All right. Time to find out.
Alario.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, they're not retreating. Well, obviously we're going to fight this then. That doesn't... I mean, this is a strong army for early game, but I'm really surprised that with the garrison coming out to help, that they're fighting this. We got lots of trees. We know this map. We fought on this battle map before. I wish it had fewer trees because we do have so many ranged units. We've got more ranged units than they do. But it's fine. We'll figure something out. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. A lot of it's going to depend then on where our reinforcing army comes in from. Okay, so they're coming in from our right flank, Marathi's left flank. And we have to keep in mind that they are going to use the Black Ark to bombard us. Probably before our reinforcing army can get into the fight. Start deployment. Oh, this is interesting. They've put our army here in the trees. I'm going to put this army over here. This unit over here. No, that's not the one I want to... I want to give them a target to bombard, is basically what it comes down to. We'll use you. You're a little bit damaged already, but you're not all that important to the fight. Overall, you guys are going to be coming in at the 2-minute mark. I think I will put... How fast are you? You're very fast. I'll put you over here as well. So they can see...
Spearman.
They can only see these two over here. Everybody else is hidden. Oops, Michael. Do that again. There we go. You guys. Here, let's do this. Let's move you to here. You, I don't really care if you get caught in a bombardment. That would probably be a waste of a bombardment, so I think you are safe. I'm going to put you all on 7. I'm going to put you all on 8.
Loyal.
And I'm going to put all of you on 4. Okay, that works for me. Start the battle. Let's see what they do. Even Tyrion is hidden, which is interesting because he's on a horse and he's right at the front of the trees there, but that's fine. The tree line. All right, so probably need to find the enemy here and see what they're doing. I'll move in double speed for the time being. Okay, I found them. Okay. Let's see here. Let's stop here for the time being. I am within their range, but I'm moving out. Okay. You are getting shot at, of course. That's fine. Those Reaper Bolt throwers, no doubt. Black Ark Corsairs, Dark Riders. Okay, I just need to be a little bit careful here. 40 seconds more for the reinforcements to come in. Obviously, we're going to try to use the garrison army there as our more expendable units. Okay, they're coming in 10, 12 more seconds, so they have not bombarded us, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to want to do this. Let's start getting... Okay. Oh, Gate Guard. Hello. Let's get our gate guard here on 9. You... Oh, hello. Look at this. Okay. Boom. Let's go ahead and get moving up this way. Alright. The Dark Riders, I want you to fly around and detect anybody else over this area. But you guys over here.
By your command. Loyal. Asser, advance.
Okay, they're bombarding us over here. That's fine.
March.
Keep going, guys.
Asturian guides us.
Okay, so let's do this. You
Spearman.
2 can join with the 9s over here. Alright, 9s like this. All 4 9s like this. You guys get around behind. Let's go ahead and start moving you all now.
We advance.
Where are...
Spearman. For
Okay,
duty.
you 5, go ahead and get up this way.
Quickly
Let's
now.
go ahead and do... What can we do here? Maybe a breath attack up here. Still too far away.
Onward.
Let's get you moving around. Okay, where's Tyrion? Tyrion, you get up here. You guys start coming up this way now as well. My 7s, I want you all. I want my 7s over here. I want my 8s here in the middle. How are we doing over here with our 9s? They are backing up. Okay, it looks like there's going to be an awful lot of fighting in the trees, which is not ideal. But, you know what, sometimes that happens. Alright. Oh, I need to get a vortex spell up this way. Let's go ahead and get you heading over this way. Yeah, you guys now go ahead and engage over here if you can. You guys turn around, engage them. That's good. Tell you what, you all try to come over this way. Let's get our birds on those Dark Riders back there. Okay, you all definitely need to get forward up here as well. Okay, you on them, you on them. That suits me fine. You guys on them, on them. Okay, they are doing damage to us. You guys get on those dark shards instead. Okay, 4s over here. My spearmen over here. Tyrion, time for you to get down there. You 2, and let's get some magic going up here if we can. How close are we? Oh, what am I doing over there? Holy cow. What? I didn't even realize you were engaged right there. Okay, drop it right there. That's fine. And then back up. Okay, back up. Alright, you guys have gotten yourselves dinged up. That's fine. Let's continue to... Let's get you guys over like that. Okay, over here, how we doing? Our 4s. Take them out. Tyrion, you should be on 1. Let's get you... that's fine. You can get on them. That's fine. Go ahead and do your thing here. Alright, then you as well. Actually, try to get on them. You can turn around and run them off the map. Over here, how we doing? They look like they're broken over there. You guys right here, get like this. You guys right here, on them. That Blood Rack Medusa, actually, that'd be good. That would be very good if you, the spearman over there, can get on her. Okay, this is looking good right here. Let's just keep pushing forward. You all take out those dark shards. How we doing back here? You need to back up. You're kind of in a bad place right there. You got plenty of winds of magic, so we can start doing some buffs here and some debuffs here. That's good. Here, let's get you over here. Let's get you over here. Oh yeah, those are shades. You know what? Get in on them in melee if you can.
Weapons ready.
Okay, you back up. Let's go ahead and try to do a bombardment right there.
Winds of magic rise.
Okay, get you over here. How are we looking over here? Across the board here, Tyrion, you still need... Yeah, you need to get in on them. We're doing okay over here. Yeah, you just run them off. You guys turn around and help out on them. Kind of not doing great over here, but this is okay because this is the garrison army. Alright, let's get all of you guys down this way now. Excuse me, not you all. I want you to take care of the shades over here. Alright. Are you... Okay, they're shattered. You can turn around. Right here. Let's get you back like this. Let's get you... Yeah, just keep fighting them. That's fine. Okay, right here. We need you all to take care of them. Tell you what, you can keep going this way against those Dark Riders. And you keep chasing them. Actually, you can get on those Black Arcane Bows. How are we doing right here? We still are working on the enemy lord there. Okay, you guys turn around, take care of them. There's the Black Arc Corsairs. Let's go ahead and maybe do... I don't think I want to do a Chain Lightning. I can do a Thunderbolt right here. That's fine. And then... Oh, they moved. Jerks. You two need to just commit to taking them out. Right here. Okay, they've been taken care of. Okay, this is good. Let's get you now helping out over here. Tyrion, I do want you to continue to try to take care of the enemy lord there. You guys can... Okay, I'm not too worried about those dark shards, but I tell you what, one of you can go that way. One of you focus on them. You two are doing just fine. Let's get you down there helping out. Don't really care if you get wiped out even. You help out on them. I think there we go. We killed the enemy lord. That's going to probably pretty much do it. We didn't kill the Medusa, but it is running away. Since we killed the lord, I don't see any reason to keep going here. Oh yeah, no, that army is not going to get wiped out. So we want to do as much damage as we possibly can here. So please try to wipe everybody out. I think the Medusa is probably going to get away. I doubt if we have any way to stop that. You keep going here. And this is reduced speed. It does. We'll try it. Oh, I completely left you guys out of the fight. That was brilliant, Michael. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, let's go ahead and start speeding up then. Do as much damage as we can, but at this point, their army, even if it survives, which I think it will, it's going to be in pretty bad shape. Any chance of... Okay, that's good enough. I can certainly live with that in terms of our casualties for Tyrion's army. Even the settlement garrison really didn't take as many casualties as I expected. So that's good. And another army of Marathi has been defeated and pretty much disabled, pretty much crippled. We just need to pursue it and try to wipe it out. So I think we'll definitely take this treasury. 3,000, yes please. All right, that moved very far indeed. That might be close enough for Alistar to attack. I hope it is. Weapon strength 18% for the Ogre Blade. We'll take it. And yeah, let's check this out. Let's see. Obviously, yeah, it's absolutely. Sometimes the retreating in this game is just absurd. It wanted, because I attacked in this direction, it wanted to move that army this way, so it just moved it to basically the closest land in this direction, regardless of how absolutely unrealistic it is that they retreated all the way from here past our army. You know, they retreated right past us, all the way around over here, and then all the way over to here. Absolutely absurd. There are some times in this game where the retreating just drives me insane, like so many other things in this game. But the good news is Alistar can reach him. They are completely lordless over here. So obviously we're going to do this. Decisive victory. I'm going to fight it because I'm afraid we'll take a decent amount of Nah, we could probably auto-resolve this, right? This is pretty one-sided, as badly beaten up as they are. Let's see what happens. This is going to be an experiment. I want to see what auto-resolve does here, because I don't want everybody to see another version of the battle that we just fought. Only this time it would be a worse version of it because of how depleted they are. It's even the same battlefield. I think it might be boring to watch the exact same battlefield all over again. So I'm going to auto-resolve it. I want to see what our casualties are. If it's too bad, then I know to never auto-resolve a fight like this ever again.
The Asher follows strength.
255. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. And then you didn't get enough experience to level up, but that's fine. We did get some good money out of it. Okay. We got two different magic items here that we should take a look at. Alistar, you obviously are... Ooh. Actually, the Ogre Blade is better than the Sword of Might, so we'll give you the Ogre Blade for now. You've already got an Obsidian Amulet. The spell resistance is probably... Is it worth having? Or would it be better to fuse these, I wonder? Shrieking Blade, Berserker Sword, Sword of... Now, I'm going to keep the weapons. Does anybody not have a weapon?
Protector of the Everqueen.
Well, my wizard, my mage. And that mage. Yeah, you... Okay, so everybody else does have a weapon. Obsidian Lodestone. Who doesn't have a talisman? You don't have a talisman? Well, you do now. Okay. Ancillaries. Looks like everything is assigned. Okay. Alright. Take a quick save here. Alistar, you have... You could even go back into March Stance. Or I could use this special Noble Prestige stance. Casualty replenishment rate, but that's only for the Lord himself. Character experience gain, not great. Not under these circumstances. I could take the Winds of Magic Power Reserve. Doesn't look like this would reduce our movement at all. So let's do that.
I beseech thee.
That's going to help out our
journey is not
Winds of
over.
Magic situation here for whenever we do finally get a spellcaster into that army. We're getting a little bit of replenishment. Tyrion,
darkness.
you likewise
watch
can
over
do that stance. Get some Winds of Magic for you. What that means is now
The
I
most
need to make
gifted.
sure that I'm defending Tor Anrock. It's okay.
Behold my
If they want to go up there and
power.
take Tor Dranil, we will let them.
Infused by Hoet's
It's
wisdom.
not really something that we can effectively stop them from doing. It's not valuable territory for us. I think I'm going to move you into the settlement
I will
itself.
study here. I see the winds.
Put you in regular stance, just in case there's a fight here, which is conceivable, depending on whether or not they can get all of these armies over here. There could potentially be a fight here, but I don't think they would do that with the garrison, it being a walled city. Okay. And then Tyrion, we're going to move you. We're going to move you back up in this direction. You're getting good replenishment. I presume that's because of... I don't think it's the noble. Is it the mage that does that? No, maybe it is the noble that does it.
Tyrion,
It's the noble
heir
that
of
does it.
Valerian.
Okay, so really like having nobles in our armies for the casualty replenishment, keeping in mind that we are cutting casualty
queen.
replenishment. Where is it? Health replenishment minus 10%. So we're cutting it pretty dramatically with those SFO settings. All right, so Abathir,
The Assure
all of you guys look okay for the time being. You're still doing growth right here. That's what we want. We're 8 turns away from growing. We can do another right here. We have some good money again. Yeah, this right here, this Invocation of Isha. We had done that already. I thought maybe that was what was giving us the good replenishment at the beginning of this episode. So that's what I was thinking of. All right. This is 5,450. That's not a good use of our money right now, I don't think. And Giriel, I could increase this, but since you don't appear to be threatened too badly right now, I don't think I will prioritize that. Lothar, and I am going to go ahead and do that for now. You're also in the growing stage, but you are 9 turns away from being able to level up to 4. It is what it is. I could increase the growth here for 1,700 more. I don't think I'm going to. At least not until I see if I have a better use for the money, like I could do more recruiting now. You, next turn, okay, this is fine. We want this commandment because next turn we're going to upgrade these and probably build the walls here. Tor Dranil, nothing to do with you. Eagle Gate, I can't really justify prioritizing leveling this up for 5,000. That's certainly not going to happen. Okay, and then you guys right here, nothing for another 8 turns before I can level you up at all. Yikes. Okay. You know what, while I'm thinking about it, let me get back over here to Xarian. Let's move you.
No.
Continue
I will
sending
move
you this
momentarily.
way. Factions encountered. Who did we encounter this time? Kimry, okay. I don't see how we encountered Kimry, but it's okay with me. Alright, so you've moved. You've moved.
Fear the might
You've
of
moved.
Ultron.
We've looked through all of our settlements. Relative faction strength, we're at 41 now. And Marathi is still a little bit stronger than we are, but not terribly. So what I want to do, as much as I want to do this recruiting down here with Tyrion, it looks as though it's going to be a long time before I can afford to bring Tyrion down here. So I think I'm going to recruit another lord. Do we have any already recruit? Yes. No. I thought maybe we had somebody that we could recruit for free because we had already brought them into this campaign. But apparently, yes, you. Ridiculed. All, okay, yeah. Oh, Mantressa La Primera. Okay, yeah, you're good. We're going to recruit you here.
High Elven Archmage.
That didn't do too much to our income, quite frankly. What do I want to do with you? I would like to start leveling up the blue line, but I think I should probably continue to focus on her magic first. Soul Quench is just a magic missile. What does quenched mean? Contact quenched. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, we'll give it to you. Why not? All right. Details wise, yeah, you're fine. Now, what we want to do is we want to recruit. Oh, we can recruit Shadow Warriors. We can't recruit them with any kind of ranks, however, and they are incredibly expensive. But what we want to do is we want to start getting... And we can't recruit the exalted versions of these guys yet. Is this what lets us... Yeah, this is what lets us recruit the exalted versions of at least some of them. This says exalted Lothern Seaguard. So why can't we recruit...
True magic.
Exalted Lothern Seaguard. You already have recruited the maximum number of these units. Really? Where do I have
Magic in purest form.
Exalted Lothern Seaguard?
A glorious victory.
Lothern Seaguard, Lothern Seaguard. Where on earth? Oh, wait a minute. Let me check one thing here. If I recruit with you, this is telling me a unit capacity of 9. Oh, so we can recruit them, but we have no capacity for them. Well, that's silly. The building that allows us exalted units capacity from this building tier, +1, +2 per lord rank, 20 out of 30. I don't understand how this works. This is an SFO thing that I'm relatively unfamiliar with. It says that we have lots of capacity for more exalted units because we're only at 20 out of 30. Or am I just completely misunderstanding? All right, anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time trying to figure it out. Maybe some of you can explain it to me, but it's fine. We'll just go with the regular versions of them for now.
Trained by the White
They're less expensive, presumably not as strong, but I haven't really done a side-by-side comparison anyway. I could do Exalted Illyrian Reavers if I wanted to. I could do Exalted Rangers. I think I'm just going to recruit more of your basic shielded versions of the Lothern Seaguard. 4 of them? Can I afford 4? I can. It's going to start adding up quickly, but for now, that's fine. Okay. Another 4 shielded Lothern Seaguard added to Tyrion's army would be quite nice. Okay. Again, I'd rather be recruiting them into his army because of he gives a bonus to recruiting Lutheran Sea Guard, but he's just too far away. Not to mention his army is full right now to have to move units away out of his army. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead then and check our diplomacy one more time here. Again, nothing special happening here. I don't see any danger likely to happen over this end turn. Like I said, I don't think they'll attack right here. Yeah, so I think we're safe. All right. Coming up on an hour here. Depending on what happens over the end turn. Okay, that's interesting. That's aggressive. This is like completely 100% opposite behavior from what Avalorn had been doing this entire campaign until now. This is... Ooh, she lost the battle to Count Noctilus. Maybe Ivris can follow up, though. Yeah, this is very promising. This is very promising indeed. It's almost like like a switch flipped. And since it's been 4 or 5 days, I think, since I've played this campaign, I wonder if something has changed in the last few days. Very interesting. Like, did CA release a like a hotfix or something that addresses the AI? I need to pay more attention to stuff like that. But this is very, very encouraging. Ivris, can you reach to attack? Because they're probably weak. No, you can't. That or they're not as weak as I thought. Yeah, this behavior is just radically different. Failed to perform wound, that's good. Okay, what are you doing? You're heading up towards Ranil maybe? But not too fast. Okay. They're not super aggressive here. He's in full speed stance, so he can attack this turn, and we know that. Okay, this is looking good. This is going to be a good note to end this episode on, because we've made some progress here in this episode. Okay, that army obviously did not take nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would. Whatever. At least it's retreating. Okay.
I am the heir of Anarion, and I bid you welcome.
Okay, what do you want now? You want us to join the war against Count Noctilus for 900. I don't think I'm going to just yet, because I think I'm still within the time frame where it would give me a reputation hit. Influence gained. We'll take it. Our influence is looking pretty good. Oh, this is why I'm gaining the influence, of course, because of the invocation of Assyria. Okay. Assyrian, yeah. All right, so construction complete. That's good. Failed to wound us. That's good. Population surplus. That's good. Got our 4 units recruited. That's good. Factions encountered. Bellicor, Usalon, and Bretonia. Okay. Alright, so obviously they're going to be able to take this next turn. That's fine. Again, unless Avalorn... Here, did Avalorn... No, they didn't. They defeated the army, but they didn't occupy it. I would like for them to attack this, but it's probably too strong for them. I'm not going to waste any more allegiance giving her targets because she ignores them anyway. But she's at least, she's doing something. That's the, I mean, we fought a couple of battles here. We wiped out one of Marathi's armies, which is obviously progress in and of itself. But the biggest progress of this episode, as far as I'm concerned, is that Avalorn and Ivris have both decided, well, a little bit less so him, but yeah, at least Avalorn has decided to actually do something, and if they start contributing to our wars, that is huge. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's
High Mage.
I think we're going to keep doing more recruiting with you, but in the meantime, you can start moving in this direction.
Haste is folly.
I guess I should think about wrapping this episode up. Since I am... I kind of want to leave this on a high note. They're not going to attack down here anytime soon. They can't reach Whitepeak. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. Tyrion, they're just going to keep trying to assassinate my heroes, unfortunately.
Both one's Archmage.
Mantressa, I think I'm going to move you out
True magic guides me.
and put you in ambush stance.
Embrace the night.
And get you
We
going
must have
up this way.
patience.
I could put her in the stance to get her more winds of magic and get her closer to being up there, but I don't want her to get too far away from
Champion of the
Tyrion, so I want
Everqueen.
Tyrion to continue to move up this way as well.
Beginning my journey.
So these two armies can start moving collaboratively towards any enemies. And yet he's still close enough to be able to come down here and get maybe even as far as Whitepeak if need be.
Direct me.
Alistar the White Lion, I want you to go into ambush stance as well.
Hidden from sight.
You're actually in the trees already. That might not be a bad place for you to stay. You're kind of strategically located right there. You can go north or south, depending on what they decide to do. I can't do any upgrading here yet. You're already upgrading your money. You're 8 turns away. I'm already doing the recruiting. Ah, here we go. This is important. We do want this for sure. And this is going to reduce our income. Oh, I'm not collecting income. Michael, you need to fix that. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, we want the walls. The walls are just so important. Yeah, definitely back to... Okay, we're losing public order, but it's okay. We're making money now. And we've got quite a lot of time before we have to worry about losing. Let me just double check and make sure I am collecting income everywhere. Yeah, okay. Yes, I am. Here that it's only 160. I'm going to continue to do it. No reason not to. We're going to lose it one way or the other. All right. Lord not moved, so Alistar, you're going to stay where you are, I think. Hero not moved. Let's go ahead and do Exarian. And then I think I'm going to wrap up this episode because, like I said, I like the idea of finishing this episode on
Give the word.
a relatively high note. Okay, we did not encounter any new factions, apparently. Nope. Okay, I'm kind of hoping that by the time we get at least to maybe here, we will have discovered him, but we don't know how he's doing. He might be doing very poorly. Alright, I think then this is a good place to take a break, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. It is looking relatively promising with respect to Marathi, so that's good. But it's going to be, this war is going to go on for quite some time. She's still stronger than we are. We've evened the odds out over the last couple of episodes. All right, anyway, thanks again. See you all later.